I'm making raw oatmeal today. This is really good and really easy. You don't have to cook oatmeal in order to eat it. To start off, I'm going to want the oatmeal to soak in the bowl for a while. And you can let them soak for anywhere from, 5 minutes to an hour. It's up to you. And I'm just sprinkling, I don't eat a whole lot here, so I'm just sprinkling some in. I'm just using regular Quaker oats, old-fashioned oats. And before I put in the almond milk, I'm actually going to put in some coconut sugar. Now you don't have to do this. You can use a different sweetener later. I have two kinds of coconut sugar here just so you can see how they come. I don't remember where I got this one, but this one is Navitas, which is sold in a lot more stores these days. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on top. I have no idea how much I'm putting in, maybe 2 teaspoons. But if you don't want to use this, you can use a liquid sweetener later after it's soaked. You could use maple syrup or honey, for example. And now I'm just going to pour a little bit of almond milk in. Not a lot, just enough to cover it. And I'm going to let it sit. So let's see if you can see how, that's how much I have. So I might pour in a little bit later, a little bit more, or not. And we'll come back after it soaks. Now that the oatmeal is soaked, at this point, if you didn't use the coconut sugar and you're going to use maple syrup or honey, this is the time when you want to drizzle some of that on. And maybe a tablespoon, it depends on how much you like. I'm going to put a little more milk in this. What you want to think about is that this is not hot oatmeal. Think of it more as a cereal. And at this point, everything you're going to put in is optional. So I have some Hemp Hearts. You can look up Hemp Hearts online and see what they're good for, what kind of nutrition. I'm just going to put on, it's hard to put, I don't have much left. I got these at Whole Foods. I'm just going to sprinkle some on the top. And I also like some chopped raw nuts. I have some raw pecans and some raw walnuts. Those are just what I like on this. And by raw, I mean they're not roasted and they're not salted. I got these from Trader Joe's, but some nuts that they don't have raw, I go online and buy them. Then if you want, you can put in raisins. I'm actually going to chop up a date, but raisins are good in this too. And I just cut them up into little pieces. There's a pit inside that you don't want, so take the pit out. And then the last thing I like in this is some, well, if I have fresh blueberries, I love fresh blueberries, but it's not the season anymore. But I do like banana, so I'm just going to use about a half a banana in here. And that is how I like my raw oatmeal. And you can put in whatever you want, but it's by soaking the regular oatmeal for anywhere from 5 minutes to an hour, I think mine's set for an hour, that it will soften up, and it's delicious. So that's how you make raw oatmeal.